We have just finished our operations management class. It belongs to our to our core course in term 3 with our Professor Nikos.
Nikos is one of the most popular and the smartest professor we have. So different as other MBA program in Asia, CEIBS really have like a high ratio of foreign professors because we are a joint venture with the European Commission and the China government.
Yes, that is correct. We have a lot of foreign professors, which gives a good mix of both international perspective of business and also the China depth that CEIBS provides.
And also, actually, we have a lot of foreign classmates as well.
Yes.
So for our batch, we have 179 students from like 22 different countries.
Yes, we are composed by 3 different sections. Each section has around 60 different students. So you can see right now we're in AC1. This is where most of our classes takes place at.
Yeah. And also, like for each classes, like each batch, we kind of have around like 40 to 50% are females. So there's a very kind of like balanced female and male in the schools. So here are we are outside with our campus, and this is a very good season of the campus. How do you like the life in Shanghai?
It's good. Shanghai is a big city, so it's around 24 million people living in Shanghai. So you have to get used to moving around, taking either DD, taking the subway, or also using OFO or Mobike, which is quite popular nowadays.
It's very safe, and a lot of restaurants and other stuff around here. And this season now is the best season of Shanghai because most of the time we're super hot or super cold, but now it's like really the springtime.
Yes, I've been living in Shanghai for the past 7 to 8 months, so I can tell it's either hot or cold. I haven't had this acclimatation period so far, so it's getting very warm nowadays.
And how do you get used with the Mandarin speakings or Chinese speakings and stuff?
差不多. My Chinese has improved a little bit. CEIBS has provided us some pre-course, Chinese pre-course during the summertime, and also now we have weekly classes of Chinese. We're all separated in different levels, from beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So it helps a lot. And also something I like to mention is that CEIBS separate us in small teams. And the small teams has been fundamental in improving my Chinese. Just by picking up words, getting familiar with the tones, I can say that's one of the best ways to learn as well.
Exactly, and I know these days students community is also working on like language partners,
Yes.
which will have like both Chinese students and foreign students work together to help you guys improve your Chinese speaking.
Yes.
And actually for pre-course, we have 2 kinds of pre-course. One is for the foreign students with all the Chinese culture and the Chinese language. Another is for the Chinese students who would like to speak, would like to get more familiar with English lectures and how to take like all English environment.
Yes, correct.
Here is our canteen. So this is place we take our lunch, sometimes the dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week.
Yeah. Do you like Chinese food?
I'm getting used to it. It's a learning curve, but so far it's really good. I haven't had any issues so far.
Great. So for me, I sometimes get tired of school canteen food, so I order food delivery a lot of time. So on the back of there is our library. We have a very good library facilities.
Yes. So the library is also open until midnight during the weekdays, and on the weekends I think it's open until 10 p.m. It has Bloomberg terminals. The ratio is also quite high compared to the students' ratio and availability of the terminals. And the second thing is we have free access of magazines, newspapers like the Financial Times, and quite updated the library in books as well.
Yeah, exactly. And also the Bloomberg and the Financial Times sometimes come to the library to give us some training about how to use the terminals. So here's the middle of our campus, which is very fascinating to me because I love the campus so much. It is really in a Chinese architecture style.
Yes. The architect of the campus is Im Pei. So he designed also the Louvre in Paris and the Bank of China. So actually now we are located in the old part of the campus, and there's a new part behind our gym. And this part, you'll be able to see actually a pyramid similar to the Louvre, and also it has AC4, the faculty building, conference center, commons building, and a small bookstore as well.
Yeah, and MPA is one of like my idol and one of like the most famous architecture in China as well.
Yes.
On the back is all of our dormitory buildings. We have 5 dormitory around here, and from our batch, girls and boys are living in different dorms these days.
Yes, we are in dorm 3 and you are in dorm 4. For me, it's the first time I was living in a dorm. I lived for a short period while I was on exchange during undergrad, but the dorms are very comfortable. The system is nice, the air conditioning is really good. Shanghai can get very warm during summertime.
Yeah, it is.
So I actually was a little bit cold during those days in my dorm. It also has Wi-Fi, quite decent speed. It's safe, it's clean. We have a cleaning lady coming in every week to cleaning up our dorm. So essentially, if you're living on campus, you only have to worry about being fed and going to class. Everything else is taken care of.
Exactly. So living dorm is really convenient. Before I only have I booked like 7 months living in the dorm, but now I'm extending my booking. So I would like to live longer in the dorm to enjoy the campus life here. And also we have a lot of facilities like
Yes.
laundries, open kitchens. Most of them are in dorm 2.
And the vending machines.
And the vendor machines as well. So and also we have like a student center in dorm
Yes.
3
And the printing.
and the printing in dorm 3 as well. So but like mostly like all the things you need for your life is around here.
Yes, it's very comfortable. And also, it's the location of the campus is quite convenient to other grocery shops and other restaurants as well if you need to go out or if you need anything else from.
Okay. Now we are moving to the dorm, and this is the dorm 3 where the boys
Yeah.
mainly living now. And also in dorm 2, there is one interesting point is that we have a lot of little kitties living over there. It's a kitty raised by the school students who would like to really raise a small pet in the whole campus. And the campus is kind of like very supported on this part.
We have a WeChat group of that, right?
Yeah, we have a WeChat group for the
Yes.
kitties and how to help the kitties to live here a better life, but not into the dorm, of course.
Yes. So WeChat actually is an innovation here in China in which it replaces WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, any online delivery platforms. It is one app that combines every single one of the other Western apps that we know.
Exactly, and also it's like a payment tool.
Yes.
It's like one of the key payment tool. Now we are heading to the eLab. eLab stands for Entrepreneurship Lab,
Yeah.
laboratory.
Yes.
And this is how CEIBS supports students' entrepreneur ideas and startup ideas.
Yes. And here's our professor, Vincent. He is
Hi.
director
Hi,
of
Pablo.
eLab. Hello,
Hi.
Professor. How are you?
How are you? Hi,
Professor,
Mandy.
Hi.
Hi.
So Professor Vincent is one of our is the director of our eLab. So let's go ahead and ask Professor to work with us.
Yes. Professor, could you tell us a little bit more about eLab?
eLab is an entrepreneurship lab
Yes.
which supports especially CEIBS MBA students to either start their own venture, startup, or learn more about entrepreneurship, investment, and innovation.
Yes. How can MBA students, once they join CEIBS, join eLab?
There are 3 ways. The first way I would say the MBA Entrepreneurship and Investment Camp.
Yep.
The second way is more like the incubator. So we call it IDEA batch. Idea batch, which means the idea, you have the 4 levels: idea, design, evaluation, and acceleration, according to the startup's maturity or investability.
Yes.
The third way is the service team.
So for me, like me, I'm always in the service team, and I also just applied for my ideal batch around 6, around the Chinese New Year. And I think you are in the camp, right?
Exactly. I decided to join the camp because it's a combination of both classes and experiential learning that's led by the service team combined with Professor Vincent and practitioners coming in and teaching and talking to us about their real life experiences.
Yeah, we have, for the camp, we have actually 3 ingredients, right? Lecture,
Yes.
instructed by professor and the practitioners, and also the events. So the demo day and the fiesta.
Yes.
So finally, you have to finish a project.
Yeah, we hope so. Because this is also going to motivate ourselves to finish a real project. So here we are in the E-Lab. It's at the first floor of Dome 5. It's very special decorated with a very cozy and good feeling or good sense for brainstormings. So we have a bar here, which we just finished one of our Women's Day fiestas around here.
Tell the how long does it take to start from the idea of the old-fashioned to really
So, we have just like a new project coming out with from one of our classmates, Helen. So she bring out a cocktail takeaway idea, and it only takes three weeks from the very beginning idea evaluation to nowadays like real cups, real cock drinks, and the real events.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes. I think this resembles how fast-paced China is with innovation on entrepreneurship.
And we always say, deadline is the most biggest, motivation. So if it's not E-Lab, sometimes we just pull things down. But now because of the E-Lab, the deadline they give it to us, we move faster and faster to be more like entrepreneurship style.
Yeah.
Let's go inside to have a look about the inside of the E-Lab.
The E-Lab is quite well equipped. It has large TV screens. It has a Bloomberg terminal. If you're doing some research, nice selection of books, and the facilities as well. They're very well decorated. Do you try this? We've tried. I remember you tried this chair before.
It's kind of dangerous. You just relax.
Meditation.
And that's called leap of faith. You just let go.
My favorite part of the E-Lab is actually just around here, because this is the brainstorming space we have with very casual but still a very strong ways.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want to talk? Still remember this? You learned from.
Oh.
You want to talk about this?
You're putting me on the spot here.
You're the one on the cup.
Well, actually, what I remember is that we create a value proposition based on the consumer's pain points. So we have identified how the consumer is, what they gain from, what are their pains, and what are the activities they have to do in order for us to tailor our products or services, gaining from the creator or pain relievers. Pain relievers.
What about the left-hand side?
The left-hand side is where the value is created for the consumers on the right-hand side.
So the right-hand side is more represent the market.
Yes.
The left-hand side is the product the company is going to offer. So it's very important to see a fit between product and the market. So when you talk about entrepreneurship, right? So it's also important to talk about entrepreneur fit. So if there is no fit between market and the product, there is no entrepreneurship. So you cannot ship your product.
Exactly. This is a very easy framework to remember, and I always keep it in mind from the practitioner's lecture of the pain points, always thinking about the customer's pain points.
And also over there we have a huge brainstorming room, and also this is a meeting room as well, and we have a brainstorming board with stickers on the wall, which is really creative.
Yes, and I think they have a meeting ongoing over there as
Yeah,
well.
there's a brainstorming meeting
You
here.
can see that the E-Lab is a multifunction facility.
Cold call.
Lie.
Tell us one thing you learned from E-Lab.
Yeah.
Just one thing.
The ecosystem of the entrepreneurship.
Ecosystem of entrepreneurship. What do you mean by ecosystem?
Different parties, different players in this ecosystem, what they do, what they develop from, and where they are going to. Yeah, something like that.
I think what you mean by the ecosystem is sort of a community where our MBA students can interact with entrepreneurs, investors, alumni,
The stakeholders.
one of the stakeholders.
And I think this is mainly how eLab provide us with the whole things with the, no matter it's a fiesta or demo day. Every time we have alumni join, new projects, our classmates, and also investors to join us.
Cool.
Okay, we need to head back
Yes.
now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
I'll see me on the video side.
Thank you, Professor. Let's go.
Yes. How many parties have we had here so far? We had the Thanksgiving fiesta.
I think 3 fiestas.
Yes.
And we also have opening party and several lectures here around here
Yes.
as well.
Yes, I think this is one of my favorite places. Professor Vincent Chen, he's also helping us in the ICSP projects.
Exactly, and ICSP instead for Integrated China project, right? So this is one important project that every CIBS students need to participate in a group style with 4 to 5 students, integrated and interacted with the real companies or real firms to solve real problems. What's your project?
Our project is for an industrial company, and we're trying to improve the digital experience of their customers, getting them from offline to online. We actually chose this project because everything is about digitalization. It's not only B2C, it's also B2B.
Yeah.
This morning, actually, we had a meeting with our company, and they gave us a run through the whole company, what was their challenges, what are the competition doing, and what they would expect from us. This project begins now in March, and it goes through beginning of June. So it's a big opportunity for us to integrate and use all the content we've gained from our professors and China reality in this project.
Exactly, and except these projects, and we also have other very exciting programs. We have overseas elective and the exchange programs. So, have you been your overseas elective yet?
Not yet. I'm going on my elective. It's the end of April in Dusseldorf. We're going to be exploring the manufacturing 4.0. I believe you went to your elective last December.
Yeah, I went to the Yes Real model, which is about like innovations, like cities or countries, which is super great. The lectures we have, the classes we have, and also the company visit. And the most memorable part is like the tourism time with all your classmates. It's amazing. It was an amazing trip.
It is a good opportunity how CEIBS has structured the electives. It allows you to go outside China, see what other countries, what other industries are working on, and also we have one Shenzhen model as well in May. So it gives some insight for international students to understand what's happening. Yeah, exactly. What's happening in Shenzhen with the technology companies and the innovation over there.
So for all of the students, overseas elective or exchange is like a must. Like you need to choose one of them. So either you go to the electives, either you choose to do an exchange, or you can do both.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess both of us would like to do both, right?
Yes.
Where's your exchange application to?
So we apply for 3 different schools for exchange. I applied for ESAIE or ESADE. So all I know is that I'll be going to Spain for my exchange program. How about you, Mandy?
I apply all US schools, so that's really where I would like to go because CIBS have a lot of like great schools for you to do the exchange. We have London Business Schools, Wharton,
INSEAD,
Kellogg.
And so it's really hard to choose which school you want to go to. I actually had a hard time and I had to narrow down my option too.
And besides all of this, we also have a lot of students-led activities.
Yes.
So we have just finished our Shanghai night. Every girls and boys was asked to dress in a very traditional or old Chinese way.
Yes.
And what we are going to happen very recently is your Innovation China.
Yes. For me, when I was applying for school, it was very important student-led activities. And CEIBS has 2 branded events, Innovate China and TEDx. Innovate China will be this March 24, and myself and my team are leading this to be delivering what's happening here in China with all the different business models and all the different companies that does not exist yet in the Western Hemisphere. So we're inviting 6 different teams. It's a business proposal competition. We're flying them over to Shanghai. They'll be presenting and pitching their ideas to VC companies, some judges. Also, we have partnered with Mobike, we have partnered with McKinsey, and they'll be evaluating which is the most innovative idea. So if you're interested in pitching your idea and seeing if there's investors interested in this, it's a great opportunity to come over to Shanghai.
Yeah, and I think this is also a part of how CEIBS encourage entrepreneur ideas and the startup ideas here. So we are back to the academic building, back to our class. The next class we are going to take is about like the digital China.
Yes, rethinking digital strategy with a professor, Jeff Sampler.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Yes. It's very interesting, this class, because it gives us some insight of how different is China and how is China getting ready or changing the business models in the digital world.
Yeah, so for most of our classes, we have like part of the lecture, like 50% of the lecture plus 50% of the real cases and the in-class assignments, and of course the other assignments for the final test or other stuffs. But for us, like both the lecture part and the real cases analysis part are really interesting.
Yes. So for instance, we have we mentioned WeChat. We also have Mobike, ordering food online, ordering cabs online. Me as a foreigner, it's been a learning, like for instance, I don't go out with a wallet anymore. I have my phone, and I'm more concerned about having enough battery in my phone to be able to pay and instead of making phone calls. So it changes your behavior once you're in China, and you get used to having an easier life than in the West.
Yeah, from last time we have a co-course with a strategy class. So on that class we have a lot of real-time cases. Like the cases change week by week. Yes, the day before Ele.me is like not Ele.me.
Can you explain what's Ele.me?
Okay, I will explain what is Ele.me. As a Shanghainese, I would like to say Ele.me is a local food delivery online platform. So you use it mostly on your mobile, and it's super convenient.
I hope you enjoyed our small tour around our campus. Today we were blessed with the nice weather. It's getting warmer and warmer. And oh yes, we invite you all to come over to Shanghai. Once again, as a foreigner, this has been an amazing experience. And you should not miss out of what's happening here in China. I'm sure now, China is the future of technology and innovation.
And also I think for local Shanghainese people, I think this is also amazing. And we need to say that CEIBS is #1 in Asia on both Financial Times and Forbes.
And number 8 in
number
FT
8 in the
ranking.
global. So go ahead with us. Come and join us.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.